The Los Angeles Clippers are in a groove right now. Even in the midst of Stephen Curry putting on an absolute shooting clinic and finishing the game with 50 points, Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers didn't get rattled at all. They were able to weather Stephen Curry's storm, and they kept their lead and then pulled away from the Golden State Warriors in the fourth quarter. Kawhi Leonard continued his hot play in this one with 30 points. Paul George had 24, and the Clippers got a huge win over the Warriors on Wednesday night. You know they were going to make big runs, but we kept our composure, stayed steady, and executed on the offensive end, said Leonard, who had his fourth 30-point effort in his last 8 games. He was 10 of 19 from the field and had 8 rebounds and 5 assists. Kawhi Leonard is heating up. The Clippers have now won 4 straight games to move into the 5th spot in the Western Conference. They actually have the current longest winning streak in the West, and the Clippers are now a perfect 4-0 in the Podcast P era. Yes, Paul George, he started a podcast, and the Clippers haven't lost a game since. The Clippers, they have arrived, folks, and this team, they look great, and they are a very deep team, and the chemistry is starting to look a whole lot better on this team. And then you look at Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, they are playing some of their best basketball of the season. When the Clippers play like this, they are downright scary. What's going on, everyone? It's Luca here, back with another video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about the Los Angeles Clippers and how they are starting to figure it out and what it means for the rest of the Western Conference. If you guys do me a favor, hit a like on the video. It helps it a ton. And please subscribe to the channel for more Clippers and NBA content. We're trying to hit 30K on this channel, so if you guys can help me hit that, that would be greatly appreciated. So I made a TikTok the other day, and go follow me if you use TikTok to see some of my other basketball takes at luca.rosano. And I ranked the Clippers 4th when it comes to championship contenders in the league. And a lot of people said I ranked the Clippers too high. I don't think so. I mean, people forget how loaded this Clippers team is and how much talent and depth they actually have. They have one of the most underrated superstars, in my opinion, in Kawhi Leonard. And yes, I use the word superstar because Kawhi Leonard is still a superstar. I mean, it's crazy how people have forgotten how good Kawhi Leonard is. Kawhi is still a top 10 player, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And Paul George is starting to be the co-star he needs to be on this team in order for the Clippers to find some success. And don't look now, but Russell Westbrook is having a big-time impact on this team. I mean, all of a sudden, the narrative has gone from Russ is going to destroy this team to Russ adds to this team. Russell Westbrook had another solid outing for the Clippers. He had 15 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and 0 turnovers. Russ's first game with 0 turnovers as a Clipper. And Russell Westbrook has done so many good things for this Clippers team. It's not just what he contributes on the floor, but it's the fire and energy he plays with. It's really had a positive impact on this team. He injects a level of emotion and passion that this team has been lacking over the course of this season and even over the course of the last couple of years. And this is what Stephen Curry said about Russell Westbrook, and I quote, "One thing about Russ, no matter what people say about him or how he's playing, he competes. I know the Clippers love that about him. Every night he shows up and plays hard. That's something you can't teach. It's kind of a lost art these days," close quote. And that is a huge component that Russell Westbrook brings to this team. Because look, for as much talent as this Clippers team has, at times they look like a team that didn't play with the type of passion that you wanted to see them play with. And they look lifeless in some of their losses and going through some of their tough stretches. Russell Westbrook, he brings that much needed energy to the squad. And you can tell that the vibes, they're immaculate right now. Russ looks happy, and the Clippers, they're starting to look very good out there. And the players, it looks like they're feeling good as well. And they are going about their business, and they're just going out and winning these games. I mean, the Clippers, they had 6 players in double figures on Wednesday night. This team has layers to it. They don't care who they got to play in the West. For people thinking this team is going to try to duck a potential first-round playoff matchup against the Suns, the Clippers ain't about that. They're going to win these games. They're going to put themselves in the best position to win a playoff series, no matter who they end up playing. So if the playoffs did start today, the Clippers would be playing the Suns in the first round, and that matchup would be absolutely money. And funny enough, I think the West could come down to these two teams. So it would be crazy if these teams met in a first round playoff matchup. The winner of that series would definitely look good the rest of the way. And I also want to put the Warriors in that championship category in the West, because if the Warriors do get their road act together, that's a team you can't sleep on, and they're of course the defending champs. But when you look at the rest of the Western Conference, I don't trust the top 3 teams in the West. The Nuggets have been faltering. For as good as the Kings are, I think they're not quite there yet in terms of competing for a championship. The Grizzlies have so many question marks with Ja at the moment. And then you look at some of the other teams. I mean, the Lakers, they're kind of intriguing, but at the same time, they're barely in the play-in and could still end up missing the play-in outright. The Mavs, I don't trust because they don't play any defense. The Timberwolves, you overlook. So in the Western Conference, I think it's going to be a 3-team race. It's going to come down to the Suns, and that's going to be dependent on the health of KD, this Clippers team, and the Warriors, again, if they can figure it out on the road. The Clippers, they can beat anybody in the West if they're healthy. This team was my pick to win the chip at the start of the season, and you better believe I'm going to continue to roll with it. I believe in this Clippers team. I finally think they're going to get it done, and this Clippers team are going to shut a lot of people up. They're going to prove all the Russell Westbrook haters wrong, and they're going to prove all the critics wrong that think that this team can't get it done. The Clippers are playing with a great spark right now, and if they can continue to get the dynamite play from Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, mixed with Russ's energy, and they don't have Russ doing too much out there, don't try to overcomplicate things, limit turnovers, and with the way that the supporting cast can play, the Clippers can very well do some big things come playoff time. So, yeah, the Clippers, I think they are about to go on a very good run right now. This Clippers team are playing some of their best basketball, and they're going to need this consistency. They're going to need this type of play if they want to come out of the West. So the Clippers, it's going to be interesting to see who they end up getting matched up with in the first round. I mean, this team can still move up. They can still fall down, because right now, guys, things are absolutely tight in the West. I cannot remember a Western Conference playoff picture this tight, I mean, for the longest time. Everything is going to come down to the last couple of games of this season. So that is why the Clippers got to keep it up, and they cannot overlook bad opponents. Like, they got the Magic next. The Clippers cannot overlook the Magic. That is a trap game right there. Clippers got to go out, win that game, take care of their business, because there's really little room for error now with a few games left in the season. And like I said, the margin for error is very, very slim with how close things are in the West. So we'll see how far this Clippers team can go, but I am a big believer in this Clippers bunch. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Drop a like on this video. It helps it a ton. And please subscribe to the channel for more Clippers and NBA content. As always, thank you so much for watching. This is Lucas signing off, and I'll catch you all again in the next video.